We all heard and loved him in Shout. Then we saw him dance with some stars. See what I'm doing here? There was a bout of singing bees, and now we think he's simply wicked. Please welcome Tim Campbell to the circle.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now tell us your amazing Wicked news.
Yes, I'm about to start rehearsals next week and jump into Wicked in Sydney, playing the dashingly, handsomely gorgeous Fiyero.
Oh, so typecast, Tim.
No, look, there's a lot of people who've seen the show already, but it's such a great show, and it's one of those big ones that has just been successful worldwide. So to be asked to kind of jump into a show like that, just definitely can't say no. It's a good show. I mean, for people who haven't seen it, I mean, they're the two witches. So that's Glinda the Good Witch and the Wicked Witch of the West, and virtually it's a prequel up until what we know of Wizard of Oz. So you get to know how the girls became friends and who turns into the Scarecrow and the Tin Man, and so there's all these
spectacular.
There's all these great references from the show, and it's really kind of witty and quirky script as well, and so yeah, it's really you're good when you go to musicals. Sometimes you know nothing about it, but at least we go in with a sense of what the Wizard of Oz is, and then you go, oh, that's what happened, that's what happened, and it's a good show, great music. Really good music.
This is just another addition to your already very colourful and experienced career on the stage.
Yeah.
Take us through Johnny O'Keefe's Shout. I love doing that, by the way.
Oh, that was an incredible gig. That was I'd never sung that much in my life, so I was kind of scared, clueless going into that. Oh,
look, there you are, starting your stuff.
That's Alexis Fisherman, who played Johnny O'Keefe's wife. Yeah, so
she was great.
She's excellent, yeah, really good actor and everything. So I went to this show. I'd done one musical beforehand, and that was kind of like, I did Rent, and felt like that was a good, not a warm-up, because it was a great show in itself, and even then I hadn't sung that much, and then went to sing Johnny O'Keefe rock and roll, kind of 8 shows a week, was massive. But it was such a great show and a great story to tell, good Aussie music icon to play, and oh, look, I've been blessed, really.
And talking about Rent, isn't that where you met Anthony Kalea?
Well, we weren't together during Rent, but that's where I first met him, and we kind of worked in the show, and that was, that was like my first ever musical, and I played Roger. For those who don't know, that's like a pretty high screaming singing thing as well, and I hate to...
there you are.
Oh, that's us at the races losing
sweeties.
money.
I hate the races for that reason.
Oh, I know, always. But yeah, so look, I've been really lucky when it comes to musicals, because I've always been reluctant to call myself a singer, because I've always been an actor first of all, and then I've sung in covers bands and sung over time. But I mean, there's people like Anthony and Georgie who are singers to me, and I'm kind of I'll do the,
Oh, you've got a good set of pipes,
yeah,
Campbell.
I wouldn't be worried about that.
I've been working on it, and that's been good. Look, no, look, I am a singer now, but I've just been really lucky in the roles I've been able to play.
Do you love stage musicals? Like, is that your perfect gig?
Look, I do love it. I mean, my history has mainly been TV drama, and if I hate to choose, and I haven't had to. I've been lucky. I've been able to act and host and do musicals. But if I had, a gun to my head, I probably would do TV drama. I guess that's what I know and love.
Drama. Okay.
Yeah, I really love. I love telling a story through the cameras, and I love shooting out a sequence, and I love the kind of craft of that. But what I'm lucky in, I get to do stage, which is a completely different medium. I mean, you can't go for take 2. You've got a live audience here as well. I mean, you get the best of both worlds.
We do.
But it's such a that I love kind of jumping into that, and I love doing something completely different, and hopefully successfully. So far, it's been so good.
Is it really exhausting? I imagine doing, Wicked. Is this it's very exciting, but is there an element of, hold on, here we go?
There would be, especially for the girls. I mean, the 2 girls on the show, it's an incredible, vocally challenging show for them. They need a lot of vocal stamina, not only with the singing, but the acting as well. You've really got to be able to control that too. And I found that with Shout. There were some weeks I just couldn't do 8 shows. I had to have a show off, and during the day I couldn't speak. Because, I mean, I unfortunately am not a massively trained singer, so I was probably doing the wrong things, but I learned how to kind of work it through with that, and something like Wicked as well. It is a big show. There's so much going on around you, and the music takes you there as well, and you've got over 2,000 people you've got to entertain, so your energy has to be up there and give it to them every night. So it is, you've got to control yourself. You can't, it ain't no rock and roll. You can't go out and party every night.
No, that's right.
Can we keep talking to you, gorgeous Tim Campbell? Because we've got so many more questions.
It's about me, absolutely.
All about you, darling, today.
Circle, we're with the gorgeous Tim Campbell. Now, Tim, I'm very excited because we've got some fabulous footage of you when you were only 11 years old. And this is just my favourite part. Let's have a look. You were on the world-famous game show Double Dare, hosted by Jerry Sant.
Yes, they came out... can you hear
What is the name of the belt? Is that you?
No, listen, when he says the word with something with P. They came out to our school to audition for us, and Michelle Watson, who was we're both from the school. Look, I'm a proud Westie from Campbelltown in New South Wales, but only a Westie would laugh when the alternative was pussy parameters. And Michelle laughs at the They go through alternative duck doldrums, horse latitudes and pussy parameters, and only a Campbelltown Westie would go.
Of course, good on her.
They said that on TV.
Do you think that was the moment that you went, I love this, I love being on television?
I was hanging to get on the show, and just anything. And actually, for years, that sat at the end of my show reel, because I was so... that was my first thing on TV. In fact, because anyone who remembers Double Dare, we got through to the physical challenge and got to the end. Yeah, we got right to the end. And at that time, they used to give away TVs and things like that as the last prize. We got all eight, and we got science encyclopedias. I was so gropeable, I'm telling you.
You would have been totally gropeable.
But it was, that was a very fun show.
Were you doing acting or anything like that at that age?
Not a lot. I think if there was variety nights at school, I kind of was doing... I'd do the kind of comedy sketches or whatever else. Because at our school at the time, you're either a dancer or you played in the band. And I played a trombone for years, like in high school, but there kind of wasn't much else going on, and we didn't do musicals and didn't do anything else. So yeah, I didn't even start a drama at school in the end. I just, it was just kind of the idiot who did things and then went into it after that.
Hey, Tim, how do you go with having a partner who's in the showbiz industry? Because I know a lot of people find it difficult when you're both in the same industry, you're both in the limelight. Have you found that confronting at all?
Not at all. Actually, kind of opposite. Because the good thing is with Anth and I is that we do different things, although, as we know with Wicked, they do kind of cross over. So, I mean, Anth is an incredible singer, as we all know, like an amazing live singer, and he's got his... And I was scared that was when we sang at Carols by Candlelight. I was very scared to do that. Cause,
why? Why
because you sing with Anthony Collier. He's like an amazing singer, and he'll show up on my floors, basically. But look, the good thing is we actually... I know I have seen that in relationships, but we are really supportive of what we do, because, I mean, I'm an actor, and he had to move over to that when he did Wicked, so I helped him with that. At the moment, he's running through the Wicked songs with me, and so we kind of complement each other. Yeah, it's a kind of perfect setup, really. So bonus, don't have to pay for singing lessons.
And you can rehearse a lot at home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's only the dog who's going to say shut up. So it's fine.
There's a real glow in your eyes, I think, Tim, when you talk about performing and when you sing as well. It's actually quite enticing. Have you got any advice for people that want to sort of do what you're doing?
God, because everyone's got their own journey and their own of what happened with them, and I've kind of found my own path, basically. I mean, I did go to VCA when I was 18, the college in Melbourne, but I pulled out of that and went and studied accounting the following year, so I was a bit confused then, and from then I've just kind of found, like, I worked at a theme park. I've now got a covers. This is my covers band, the Tim Campbell Retro Experience.
Awesome.
So look, there's something that I kind of created myself as well. So I've just kind of... I mean, I guess I've been lucky enough. That's Footloose, by the way. I know you're a big fan.
As if. We need to know.
Look, I guess for anyone is to kind of find out different aspects, and it's not an easy thing to do, and it's hard because there is no way of doing it. It's not like, even other professions these days are different, but at least you do have university options, and you've got some here, but it doesn't count as much anymore. It's really about you and your experience and your trying. And passion. And I learned how to sing on stage by getting a job. I learned how to dance by... I got a job with that, and then I did Dancing with the Stars. So I learned. So I don't know. It's kind of. I guess I've been lucky because I have had a good career, and when I do the contract negotiation, I say, yeah, I'm very trained and very experienced, but really it's all a flaw.
The next contract you get, you can say, I'm not only a triple threat, I'm a quadruple threat, because I sing, I dance, I act, and I cook.
Oh, look.
What is that?
Look at what you've done.
I don't want to seem like a nana or anything, but I knew I was coming in, and I'd always have these kind of what I call never-fail choc chip cookies that everyone loves.
And so big.
Well, they were big. I know. Basically, my appetite. But, no, normally they're smaller, but I had to do the lawn last night, and I couldn't be bothered doing 2 loads, so I just made them big and did one.
Tim, what do you say? They look so great. I'm not going to eat one right now. You me years. Would you come back and teach us how to make them in our little kitchen?
Sure. I mean,
we would love that.
But I'd love to.
Excellent. All right. Let's thank Tim Campbell for popping in. We enjoy those. Don't forget, you can come and join the fun here any weekday morning and maybe even get a bicky.